Ladies and gents, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. All right, guys, I know there's been a lot of confusion here. I want to go through a couple of different things. I've seen the community, I've seen the comments, and there's a lot of controversy going on, and I want to take away the wool here, take away the mask, only because I've had to make a couple of videos based on some codes and kind of give my perspective on a lot of controversial, let's call them controversial things that have been happening, plus what to do going forward. Only because I know there's a lot of things people have been asking, like, hey, Payne, what do I do with the next unit? Do I summon for this unit? Do I summon for Jung? Do I skip Jung, etc.? So I'm going to give you guys my perspective on this entire thing and kind of give you my pathway and my direction that I recommend. Before I do that though, guys, just real quick, the season is almost coming to an end. So if you haven't done so already, go please log in and go re-support. There's going to be an extend button for anyone who's a supporter now. You can go and extend your support right away and get yourselves back into this season. We have 3 more codes on the way for you, plus continue reporting or supporting for the next season right away, so you're not having to re-support again. And if you haven't already been a supporter, guys, just all you got to do is quickly go into this site. It's linked in every single comment section of every single video. Click on the support button, get yourselves into the program. And remember, every single season I do give away monetary rewards. My number 1 person gets $200 Canadian through PayPal. Top 1 to 150 get an opportunity at $150 Canadian through PayPal. And anyone who's a supporter has a chance at $100. I've never failed a payout for the last 17 seasons, and I continuously give back to the community. So if you are someone who wants to support and for free, it's free, and you get free codes as well too. We have 3 more codes on the way anyways. Go hit that support button, guys. And remember, if you are a supporter, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Just make sure, if you haven't done so already, you go and re-support again. There's an extension button available for you now, and you go ahead and get back in there and re-support and support your boy going forward. Plus, you'll keep getting those codes. All right. Sorry about the long spiel, guys. I know this is an important one. We only have a week to get you guys to re-sign up, and it's annoying to have to do this every season, but I think this is a necessity for us content creators. Okay, so let's go over this. Next steps. So first off, should you summon for Jung? So here's my perspective on Jung as a character. She is an amazing support. Now I'm going to give you guys my little bit of spiel, and you guys can decide at this point what you want to do going forward. So my biggest issue for not supporting for Jung is the fact that I did not have an opportunity to get Gina for a whole year and a half. Did I live? Absolutely. Was I able to finish all content without Gina? Yes. Was I able to do all WOBLs on my free-to-play and still hit top 3 to 6K? Absolutely. The only issue I faced with not having Gina was it was slower for BOTs, it was lower score for GBs, and it was lower score for POCs. Those are the major things that suffered without this proper support. Now, without Elena, I'm still able to finish things. So just compare Elena and Jung to be the same thing. I have an A0 Elena. I just got her recently. Have I been able to survive without her? Absolutely. Have I been able to finish top 3 to 6K again without her? Absolutely. Again, have my numbers been lowered? For sure. So I don't think Jung is going to be a necessity, only because Fire has kind of had its time already in the current meta, and we're now going to be shifting for probably either light or wind. I think the next leak is Joey, and she's supposed to be apparently a what if character, and she's going to be a light buster. So I think more importantly, it's important to remember that the supports are there to support the busters. Without the busters, these support really don't have much of a class or a reason to be around. So in my opinion, guys, for you, if you are somebody who plans to go for Jung, all the power to you. If you're pay to win, you should absolutely get her. If you're even a dolphin, you should absolutely get her. But for anyone who's free to play, or somebody who's thinking about becoming free to play, and you're low on tickets and you're saving, I would suggest personally, on my personal opinion, if you have already a maxed out Gina, you can live without Jung again, just like I've been living without the main supports and using the backup supports instead. So yeah, absolutely can be a pass. Definitely not a necessity. Is she OP? For sure. Is she a necessity? No, only because, again, Fire is kind of losing its light. So that's the honest truth behind Jung. Again, if you're pay to win, you absolutely should go for her. But if you're free to play, maybe it's time to save. If you're a small dolphin converting to more pay to win, then go for it. If you're a small dolphin who's trying to spend a little less, obviously you can skip. Okay, so that's my take on Jung. If you want to see the full testing on her, my summoning, etc., on my pay to win, you can go ahead and do so. I did summon a few times for her and kind of fake the side on A0. I usually do try to go for A0, so I will summon a few times just to get one copy. I can always use the extra feature of the white tickets if I ever need to. But honestly, after the A0 part, I usually stop. Right now, of course, I could start saving as well too, because I did fail pity last time, so I could save at this point after this summon if I don't get her, and save for the next next unit, and just honestly wait for the custom tickets to come out. So you guys can see I didn't get a copy of her. Again, let fate decide. And right here, we're at 63 out of 70, right up on my screen right over here for you guys. So 63 out of 70, next character is guaranteed. I rather personally say for a buster. Okay, we got that out of the way. Now let's go over to the more controversial side of things. That wasn't the controversial side. That was just more advice from me to you. Now, take that advice, of course, guys, with a grain of salt. I could be wrong. I could be right. Who knows? If you trust in my content, I mean, you can feel free to follow it. If you don't, even if you do, you don't have to agree with it. You guys can do what you want. Now, when it comes down to tickets for weapons, you do not need the dark weapons to finish the current WOBL. If you have a Moon Shadow Dagger maxed out and a Plum Sword maxed out, and you have the Mythical Kick with the blessings that allow you to do more damage with Shadow Step, you don't need the newest weapons. I made my guide with the newest weapons because I enjoy using those weapons with Overload, but you don't need them as long as Overload works and you can pull off the Plum and Moon Shadow with the kick and they'll Shadow Step for 33% more damage. You're fine. You can finish it. You don't need it. It does make it easier for sure, but it's not a necessity. Okay, so for weapon tickets, save your weapon tickets because they did announce officially that the next weapon coming out, it's going to be an Overload water weapon. So you definitely want to save this. Make sure you've been getting all your guild stuff and getting that out of the way, and continuously get tickets everywhere you possibly can, right? Okay, so now that's, again, not the controversial part. Let's go to the more controversial part, and that is the Monarch of Shadows. Now, I don't know where this perception came from, so I want to squash it now, and I'm only going to squash it because I've said it numerous times in various videos before it even came out, just to warn people that the Monarch of Shadows is not going to be free maxed out. Now, there's a little truth to that, but obviously the marketing was smart. I had to make a video telling people to download the game because the Shadow Monarch is free. And honestly, for newer players, it's incredible because it's a unit that actually will give you more TP. You get them right away almost. That's at Chapter 11, and it's great. For veterans, honestly, it's pretty useless right now. But here's the catch, right? And this is where Netmarble, I think, kind of messed up with their wording, and they should really, kind of rethink the way they format things and say things. Now, it could have been purposeful because they wanted to make money and they were trying to get people to jump on board, or it could have been an accident. So I'm going to say it's purposeful in this one, that they said you can get a free Shadow of Monarch, but not really gave us the examples of how long it would take to max this out. Now, a lot of free-to-play players, let's be honest, some of y'all crazy, man. Y'all want a maxed out Shadow Monarch of Shadows right away. But then there's legit arguments being like, hey, if this takes years, what the hell's the point? Now, here's a perspective that I've said in my last video, and I want to kind of cover right now as well too, that I've said this from day one, and it's rung true for 2 years straight. Netmarble makes a problem because they want people to spend money on that problem to solve it. Once that problem becomes less important, they kind of give us a solution. They make themselves look better, and people praise them because, hey, they've given us a solution to an existing problem that we don't like. So, for example, ways to get tickets to get the Monarch of Shadows up faster. I think there's going to be a lot more events and places to get this, and I think a lot of people are panicking and being like, oh, they promised us an A5 version, which was never said, by the way, but they promised us free version, which was provided. But I said it in all my videos prior to this coming out, don't expect to get an A5 version. Expect this to be a grind and a long one. And that's kind of the whole point of free to play. You're not supposed to expect everything to be given to you. You're supposed to earn it over time. Now, the way you earn it is based on the developer's ideology. They want you to grind, certain shops, get your tickets from certain places, and it takes time. Now, why is it important to focus on the Monarch of Shadows versus all the other, whatever they're called, what's their names again? Successors. I'm trying to remember the name. It's a stupid name. Successors. So why the Monarch Shadow over other successors? Yes, there will be other successors coming, but here's the key element to Monarch of Shadows is he is permanent, which means the Monarch of Shadows is something that's going to allow you to build TP over time. Now, what's the reason why I say it's important to do this is because TP is still king in this game. I think Essel is a mistake on the devs part. I don't think they ran it well enough to understand that you actually needed to reduce her defense and make her a little bit less tanky because everyone else was easier. But I think that at the end of the day, TP is still king. And honestly, the other successors are all going to be limited time based. So even if you save now, let's say you save now until the next 5th successor and you have enough tickets to max them out. That's one successor you'll have to max out, but you have to wait 5 more. You could definitely do that. But for this specific one, the Monarch of Shadows, it's here permanently. So the only reason why, again, you want to use this character, right, is that when you jump into a game mode, let's just jump into a game mode real quick. I mean, we can pick anything really. So let's just pick this one for fun. I'll say I want to do this game mode here. If I want to replay it, like if you look here, the Remnant gives me 6.24. 624K. This here gives me 427. But when I start maxing him out, right? If I manage my successor and I start maxing parts of him out, he's going to give me 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, etc. million. While Myro, again, doesn't have that same level because she's not around permanently. So it's important, guys, to remember at the end of the day, these guys are used for a blip of a moment to increase your overload time, to give you a little bit of extra damage, do an ultimate, and they're gone. You're back to Sun Jinu again. Like, ideally, the game is designed for you to use Sun Jinu, not to use these successors at a permanent state. So at the end of the day, guys, it's important to remember that these units are built for TP inflation. That's literally all they're there for. If you're using them for any other reason besides TP inflation, you're probably using them incorrectly. Even Myro, after the first quick video we made, we all realized she really wasn't that strong, and it quickly became to realize that she was used for TP to get top 1000 pay to win for the WOBLs, which that's how they've now separated pay to win from free to play. It's the WOBLs. Free to players have a chance at 3k to 6k, very small amounts of 3k, majority of them at 6k, but 1k is now reserved for anyone who's a pay to win player. And again, I said kudos to the devs for making that move, because hell, give pay to win players a reason to want to continue paying for the game, because right now there really isn't a lot of players who have any reason to continue paying for the game because they're kind of bored of it, right? And if you make players bored who are paying, the game dies. Now I know a lot of you hate when I say that. I'm sorry, it's just the honest truth. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna lie about it? Like, the honest truth is, if you don't pay for a game, guys, you lose. What is the purpose of free to play, and why do I play my free to play account? I like the challenge more, and I enjoy the fact that I have to be patient and I have to come up with different strategies, and I get to do things that my pay to win account can do. My pay to win account, I've never failed anything in it. It's a joke. Every single day I get it done. Every time I do a challenge, I complete it. There's never been a problem. But when it comes down to my free to play, it's the one I focus on most, because it's the one I enjoy most, because it gives me the most challenge. Now, it's not to say that my pay to win account is bad or anything. It's amazing. I love it. I love having things maxed out, being able to test things when I can. But when it comes down to the pure heart and challenge of it, it doesn't take much effort. But with that being said, it helps me support the game and keep it alive, so I continue using my pay to win account. I continue paying with my pay to win account, so that I continue supporting the game that I love and the community that I love. So when it comes down to it, guys, did Netmarble lie? No. But were they sneaky about it? Yes. Absolutely. They could have reworded it and made it a lot more easy for people to understand that, hey, if you plan to get the Shadow Monarch for free, just understand it's going to be A1. For the veterans, you all knew this was going to happen. I'm pretty sure most of us who've been playing a long time understand how this game is played and how the devs move. But for anyone who's new, who was a little bit duped and was like a little disappointed that they weren't able to max out the character, just understand it will happen over time. I always use this as an example. I'm sorry, this is a rant. I use it as an example, but a lot of people, when we first started playing the game, said numerous things about free-to-play accounts. Number one, we'll never max out our characters. We'll never get maxed out weapons. Now, look, you have a ton of maxed out weapons as free-to-play. And I get no special treatment, by the way. I'm exactly the same as you guys. Same code, same everything. I don't get any special treatment. There's no bonuses as content creators here for us for codes or any extra, currencies. And even when I've done the collaboration, they've offered it. I've never taken it because I want to keep my account free-to-play true. I've never, ever taken advantage of it. And honestly, my free-to-play account's not even that great. So like you can see, I do have a lot of maxed out stuff that was free to play. And when you go to the hunters, same thing, you have a lot of A10s, right? So like A10s, they've been very generous through the whole 2 years to allow people to catch up and do things. Now granted, some of these characters are older, but one thing that Marvel does really well is they do update the older characters and give them more boosts, so they're more viable even when they're older characters. So just like I said, be patient. Right? Did Netmarble fuck up on their wording? For sure. Could they have done a better job? Absolutely. But I don't think that it's as dire as people make it out to be. Sure, people are upset, and you have every reason to be upset. But again, I think at the end of the day, we're still able to do everything we need to do with this game without those Shadow Monarchs maxed out. Like you can see my free-to-play account, I've given you guys guides on every content that I can, and it's always been pretty high-level content. And whatever I feel like requires the pay to win, I'll do it on there. So at the end of the day, guys, yeah, Netmarble did mess up. Dev, shame on you guys for not wording it correctly. The way I would have worded it is, you can get an A0 copy for free now, but in order to advance it, it'll take you time. It is free because you can still do it. It's not like those tickets are only pay to win tickets. You just grind it over time. So they weren't wrong about it. It's just the way they approached it and worded it. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Sorry for the rant. I just wanted to bring this out because I thought it's important. But at the end of the day, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that support button, and don't forget to extend your support support for me. I would mean a lot. And don't forget to go join the game Discord, not the TCG Discord, unless you are doing TCG stuff. Shout out to Denarion, we just had an amazing show there, live vendoring. I had a couple people who recognized me solo leveling. That was really weird. It was a cool interaction though for fans, and we had a great time. So for those who are in the auto area, come join us. Any of the TCG shows. If you are into any trading card games like Pokemon, One Piece, etc., come join my Discord there. But if you're looking for the gaming one is also linked there always as well too. They're both there, so come join both or just the one. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.